each time I come home, I am still amazed at the fact that I was able to come out of this and still being able to relate. I feel very, very grateful and fortunate to be where I am today. I have a lot of appreciation of what I have today. I keep wondering, as it was said, can any good come out of Nazareth? How did I escape? How did I escape all of this?
It's going to be next to impossible to limit any description of my mother to 3 words. But 3 of the words that come to mind are strength, tenacity, and love. My mother is blessed with many gifts. One of the greatest ones among them is common sense, and that 6th sense that seems so magical because it seems like an addition to what normal humans are endowed with. In terms of leadership, I think one of the greatest assets you can have as a leader is judgment, and that's what I want to take from her. I think judgment is even more important than knowledge. We can always find out where to get the knowledge. You have good judgment, then you can sift through and see what directions to take and what strategies to employ. Outside of work, her influence on others is very similar to her in work. And that woman is just a natural born leader.
I'm a better person today because of Mrs. Boothe. She's a no-nonsense person, she's hardworking, and she's a go-getter.
She empowers us in many ways. In particular, she has a saying that we must always be inspection ready. So that gives us the drive to ensure that we're always at our best.
Yes, and I believe she has a very nice, compassionate side to her as well. Maybe from the nursing background, I found she has always reps, and the team that she works with have always responded to her.
We have had our fights too.
Oh, have you?
Oh yes, we have had our disagreements.
Yes, yes.
And one of the things I just remembered yesterday is that I actually do remember an occasion where she actually came and apologized to me. Oh, that, sir, is certainly an unusual quality.
Indeed.
But it makes her, for me, more real, a more effective leader. And I think her greatest asset again is about empowerment.
Right.
I mean, I'm hearing so many comments about the way that I have touched lives. My ex-boss has been a great influence for me. I think I admire the strength that he has, and I don't think that if I continue, I can fail. I think the nursing background is excellent, and to take care of people, that has been my background ever since I was 5 years old. I'm somebody who is known to be very frank, very forceful, and fearless. Success for me is seeing my way from where I started, moving on to the point where I feel independent and strong. And to me, that is success. My greatest accomplishment, oh Lord. Well, my 2 children, I am grateful, I thank God for them. And the fact that they are in a position where they can continue what I have started, I think that is a very proud moment for me. And I call that an accomplishment. I thought when I was growing up that 73 was old people. The thing about it is how I feel, because I don't feel any different from 21. So anything that a 21 can do, I'll do, and I'll challenge him. my children telling me that I'm not understanding my age. And I said, no. The thing about it is that I'm somebody who know a lot of sleepless nights. As a matter of fact, sometimes I wonder if sleep is necessary for me. I sacrifice everything. One thing that I did was even to lapse my insurance policy for whatever cash there was in order to help to finance the business. I sacrifice, as you say, sleep. I sacrifice food, right? Whatever it takes to get the business going, that is what it would be for me. People have to know that you have to work for whatever you want. And I am finding that sometimes people take the shortcut, the short way out. This is a long road. It's a heavy weight to bear, and you will have to be able to stand your ground. You have to be firm. You just have to understand it, that you might be alone. Sometimes it is a lonely road, but you have to walk it. My saying, Lord, I cannot know thy purpose see, but all is well that's done by thee. To be empowered is a certain commitment that you have, is a certain independence that comes with that. You must know what you want. You must know where you want to walk, right? The street that you want to go. And you must be able to do that, and you must be able to stand alone. Do not wait for the support.
When I think about it, there are three words that come to mind. One, she's a very ambitious person, a hard worker, and she has a clear sense of purpose. She knows exactly where she wants to go.
My mother's superpower. Well, she has more than one. She has a spirit of discernment, if you call that a superpower, where she's able to read people very well. She has a superpower of truth, if you could call truth a superpower. I don't think it's easier said than done, to be honest, and to speak your truth, but she stands firmly behind things that she says, and I find that very courageous. She is hands down the strongest person that I know, male or female, the strongest person that I know. In terms of growing up and going through all that she went through, in terms of even as adults, kids put their parents through many struggles sometimes, and I would say my brother more than I did. So a lot of death-defying odds, and she has stood up to the test, unwaveringly so, and I find that very, very admirable. But if I had to narrow everything down to one thing that my mother stands for, that empowers me, it's owning who you are. In terms of in a working capacity as well, to do the things that you do and do them with a certain level of excellence. Don't watch the person beside you in terms of their capabilities, because God designed you with certain strengths and certain talents. Hone that and be who you are, be that excellently. If you put me on a stage and ask me who inspired me the most, my answer would be probably very Miss Jamaica, and I would say my mother. When I see where my mother has come from, what she has come out of, there is nothing or no excuse that anybody can give me for why they are not successful in life, because I've realized firsthand that it does not matter where you come from, but you use what you have to the best of your ability with a lot of prayer and faith, and God will reward you, hands down.
What I admire most about Grandma is that she's very hardworking and dedicated to her work, and she inspires me to try harder and not give up on what I'm doing.
As far as she has come, I think she has even more potential than she even knows. I don't think she appreciates how much more she still has in the tank.
I would like to say to my grandchildren now, follow Grandma. I don't think that you can go wrong.